ค่ะ Good afternoon. Sawadee Good afternoon, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, and all participants. And most importantly, our esteemed guests. Today we have Mr. Takuya Shimamura, from the chairman of the Asahi Glass Foundation, Dr. Naoki Sugimoto, Senior Executive Director from the Asahi Glass Foundation as well. Also, Professor Dr. Willard Puliwat, Acting President ofฬาลงกรณ์ University, and Associate Professor Dr. Panni Shiwin-Siriwat, Acting Assistant to the President, Research Affairs,ฬาลงกรณ์ University. Now it is my honor to welcome you all to the 32nd specialฬาลงกรณ์ University Asahi Glass Foundation Seminar 2024, focusing on research and innovations for sustainable future, bridging technologies, environment, and society. And my name is Rin Chutikan Pongsarat, and I have the privilege of being your MC for today. And today I'll be guiding you through our opening ceremony. Today, previously, has been filled with an insightful presentations from our concurrent sessions where we explored groundbreaking research in both life sciences and physical sciences. And we've seen how these fields are pushing the boundaries of technology, environmental sustainability, and societal well-being. And so now, I would like to lead us into the opening ceremony, where we will celebrate our shared commitment to advancing knowledge and strengthening international collaboration. To officially begin, I would like to introduce Associate Professor Dr. Panni Shiwin-Siriwat, Acting Assistant to the President, Research Affairs atฬาลงกรณ์ University, who will deliver the welcome remark and report. Please welcome.
Mr. Takuya Shimamura, Chairman of the Asahi Glass Foundation, Professor Willard Puliwat, Acting President ofฬาลงกรณ์ University, distinguished guests. Dating back to 1982, the Faculty of Engineering atฬาลงกรณ์ University received its first support from the Asahi Glass Foundation, which was initially focused on engineering research. Over the years, this support has expanded to other key fields, including medical science, environmental sciences, and information technology. Additionally, the relationship between two institutes has grown to encompass university-wide collaboration. 2 years ago, this support extended to the social science and architecture, as evidenced by the presence of an awardee from the Faculty of Architecture joining us today. Over the course of more than 40 years, nearly 400 research projects have been made possible thanks to this partnership. Furthermore, we have regularly held special seminars based on research findings, providing valuable platforms for the exchange of knowledge and expertise between academics and external organizations. These seminars, which have been organized for 32 years, continue to promote the practical application of research across various sectors. This year, we are particularly honored to have Associate Professor Dr. โปรดปราน Bukhana deliver the keynote lecture on the topic, The Future of Research, How AI Will Make Us Smarter Without Making Us Lazy. And this special session, we look forward to exploring how artificial intelligence can be used more effectively and beneficially. Once again, I would like to express our deepest gratitude for our ongoing support of our research initiatives. With the signing of the new MOU betweenฬาลงกรณ์ University and the Asahi Glass Foundation today, we are confident that this significant milestone will help drive our collaboration efforts to new heights. Now, I'm pleased to invite Professor Willard Puliwat, Acting President ofฬาลงกรณ์ University, to deliver the opening address. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Takuya Shimamura, Chairman of the Asahi Glass Foundation, the Executive of AGC, AGC Flat Glass Thailand, AGC Automotive Thailand, AGC Vinitai, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am very delighted to welcome you all to this special gathering today. Thank you for your joining us again on this heartwarming annual event. The special CUAF seminar, which is a reflection of the good partnership between Chulalongkorn University and the Asahi Glass Foundation. Since 1982, Chula has been receiving continuous and direct support from the Asahi Glass Foundation of Japan, enabling us to lay the foundation for many research projects. And today, the theme of the year seminar, Research and Innovation for Sustainable Future, Bridging Technology, Environment, and Society. When we talk about bridging, it's not just about the word that we talk about the bridge, but the bridge, this is the word that reminds me about the research and innovation, but also the Asahi Glass Foundation and their support, which has provided us with opportunity to make contribution to our field as well as the society we live in. As the CUAF seminar is organized to showcase the research project support by the Asahi Glass Foundation. This special occasion not only provides a platform for researchers to present their work, but also serves as a valuable opportunity to exchange ideas and foster collaboration among distinguished minds. As we gather here today, we are reminded of the immense potential of research and development to enhance the collective wisdom and expertise of this community. From this advancement in life science to breakthrough in material technology, as well as the special lecture on the very current topic AI, Associate Professor Dr. โปรดปราน บุญยพุกนะ leader of the University AI expert team, is presenting after this. I believe that every research presented at this seminar has the power to transform our life in countless ways. I encourage all of you to engage in this event and even build lasting connections. Together, we are bridging the way for a more productive and sustainable society. Once again, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deep appreciation to the Asahi Glass Foundation and wish for the success of this event. Thank you very much for everyone's participation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Vila Puriwat, for your inspiring address. And now we will proceed to the signing ceremony of the renewal of MOU. We are going to witness this, and so this marks a significant milestone in our partnership, which further strengthens our shared commitment to research and innovation. As mentioned previously, this is the 32nd year already, so it is a really long standing, and that's our proof. And so, to continue and to renew that partnership, today the MOU will be signed by Mr. Takuya Shimamura, the chairman of the Asahi Glass Foundation, and Professor Dr. Vila Puriwat, acting president of Chulalongkorn University, as well as our witnesses on the stage as well. So, to begin, may I now invite Mr. Takuya Shimamura and Professor Dr. Vila Puriwat to proceed to the signing.
Maybe take a look.
Thank you very much. Now we will switch. Okay, so exchange the documents and sign each other's copy. Later, we will proceed to the witnesses' signature. So please hand the signed document to your respective witnesses. To complete the MOU, we also need another witness for both documents. Thank you very much. With all the signatures complete, shall we have another photo session to mark this important occasion? Okay, may I invite all the signatories and witnesses to stand up for the official photo mark to mark this auspicious occasion. Thank you very much. I think the final photo would be like handshaking, just to confirm the collaboration and also the partnership between the two. Thank you very much. Oh yes, of course. Okay, kindly join our representatives on this stage, all the deans from the faculty members. We might have to take the cue from the photographers at this point, so just give us a little bit and some time to handle. Thank you very much. We are now all set. Thank you everyone for joining us on this stage for a very memorable session. All right, and now after we have signed the MOU and that part is complete, I would like to invite Mr. Takuya Shimamura, the chairman of the Asahi Glass Foundation, to deliver a congratulatory address.
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. Sawadee krap. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Takuya Shimamura, chairman of the Asahi Glass Foundation and chairman of AGC Inc. It is my great honor and pleasure to be this ceremony as a representative of the Asahi Glass Foundation in Japan. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to President of University, Professor Wheeler Pratlitzer, new administrative board members of Chulalongkorn University for your consecutive support of our grant program. especially Mr. President, thank you very much for joining this ceremony after a long trip from China. And also, I appreciate the member hosting today's ceremony. Thank you very much, Kopungkrap. To all recipients, congratulations on winning the scholarship this time. Secondly, let me introduce the Asahi Glass Foundation briefly. It was established in 1933 to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the founding of Asahi Glass Company Limited. Asahi Glass Company was renamed AGC in 2018. AGC was established by Mr. Toshiya Iwasaki in 1907, one of the family members or founder of Mitsubishi Group, and also still one of the major members of Mitsubishi Group. Since then, we have strived to extend our business era from glass to chemicals, ceramics, electronics, and life science until today. We have been operating our business in more than 30 countries. Total number of employees are approximately 60,000. More than 80% of it are non-Japanese. In terms of the number of employees in Thailand, almost 6,000 associates work together. So 10% of whole number. That's why the Thailand is very important for our companies. And also, we have supported a variety of leading industries through our cutting-edge technology of each business field. Now, our foundation provides 3 major programs, such as the Research Grant Program, Scholarship Program, and Commendation Program named Blue Planet Prize. In addition, we have publicized the annual survey on the global environment named the Environmental Doomsday Clock. In terms of the relationship between AGC Inc. and Thailand, in 1964, AGC began to produce architectural glass in Thailand and expanding its business to automotive glass, chemicals, and electronics materials. Today, total sales revenue of the group is approximately 1.5 billion US dollars in Thailand. And also, we are under the construction, expansion construction in Vientiane. We invested approximately 800 million US dollars additionally. And many alumni of the Chulalongkorn University have joined AGC Flat Glass Thailand, AGC Vientiane. Today, we can very happy many alumni join this ceremony. Thank you very much attendance. And also, University and Chulalongkorn University and AGC Flat Glass Thailand and AGC Automotive Thailand have been holding technology lectures called Glass Lecture for undergraduate students at Chulalongkorn University since 1990. And I would like to introduce a topic so-called BIPV, Building Integrated Photovoltaic, which is one of the AGC strategic projects, was installed in a recently renovated building of the Chulalongkorn University. Thank you very much deciding on Punkrap. In 1982, the Asahi Glass Foundation initiated a grant program with Chulalongkorn University. This is the first overseas grant program for the Asahi Glass Foundation. So this year is a 43rd grant presentation ceremony. AGC Inc. and AGC Asahi Glass Foundation have a long history with Thailand and Chulalongkorn University as well. We have supported 338 grant themes and contributed approximately 2.4 million US dollars from the beginning. I believe these research results are contributing enough for the development and prosperity of Thailand. Please visit our website so that you can read the name and research in themes of the grantees and the research report of the previous grantees. We wish our support can be helpful for your researchers. As one of the major activities of the foundation, we have been awarding Blue Planet Prize since 1992. The Blue Planet Prize is awarded to 2 individuals or teams who have made outstanding contributions towards solving global environmental issues. With a certificate of merit, a commemorative trophy, and $500,000 per each industrial or team in prize money. The Blue Planet Prize has become internationally recognized award success rate. Let me introduce one topic to you. This June, the Emperor and Empress of Japan made a state visit to the United Kingdom, and at the state banquet held at the Buckingham Palace, King Charles mentioned in his speech that researchers who are working on understanding and protecting the Earth continue to be honored through Blue Planet Prize. His message is a very, very honor for our foundations. This year's Blue Planet Prize laureates were announced in June. One of the laureates is Professor Roberto Costanza, University College London in UK. Professor Costanza demonstrated the first time that ecosystem services provided by nature to humans far exceed the economic value of the world's GDP at that time. This work brought global attention to the previously understated importance of ecosystem services. The other laureate in 2024 is an organization named IPBES, Intergovernmental Service Policy Platform on the Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. IPBES is a leading global authority on the state of knowledge and science about biodiversity, ecosystem services, and nature's contribution to people. Their landmark reports facilitate better science-informed policy and action across scales, sectors, and knowledge systems. Please visit our website, which explains their achievement in detail. The presentation ceremony will be held in October in the presence of their Imperial Highness Crown Prince and Princess Akishino. They have been supporting the Blue Planet Prize more than 30 years. As you know, our environment situation is getting worse every year. Humankind has sacrificed its environment in exchange for its prosperity. That is the reason why we established the Blue Planet Prize. I hope the laureates of this prize from Thailand will be awarded someday. I sincerely hope all of the researchers here will contribute to our precious Blue Planet through your research. Once again, I'd like to express my deepest respect and appreciation to President Professor Wirapurikwa and all of people concerned kindly supported the seminar as an award ceremony as well. All of recipients today are expected to be a leader or teacher of each research field in the future. As my closing speech, I would like to express. One is American motivational writer William Arthur once said, "The mediocre teachers only tells. The good teacher tries to explain. The superior teacher demonstrates himself. And the great teacher inspires people." I firmly believe in for all of you today, your future is bright, your potential is unlimited, and your possibilities are endless. Thank you very much for your kind attention. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you, Mr. Shimamura, for your encouraging, inspiring, and hopeful congratulatory words. Now, before we proceed to the grand award ceremony, we do have a small session of gift exchange. So first, we would, from the Asahi Glass Foundation side to Chulalongkorn University, a kind gesture from us, from the Asahi Glass Foundation. And in the same way, we also have a small gift from Chulalongkorn University for the Asahi Glass Foundation as well. Thank you very much. And that marks the first part. I would say that marks the first half of the ceremony today. So thank you very much for the speeches and also for the kind words here. Now, we are going to proceed to the next part, which is the grant award ceremony. So, for this session, we would like to invite Mr. Shimamura to remain on the stage, to remain on the stage, and to also get ready to present the certificates. Ka. Okay, and we are getting ready. So all grantees, the next step is for all the grantees to come forward as I announce your name to receive the certificates from Mr. Shimamura. And also, we will have a quick pause for a photo before we proceed to the next awardee as well. Okay, we shall begin. The first grantee on our list, Dr. พรชัย แก้วทรัพย์ศักดิ์ from the Faculty of Medicine. We also have the special privileges from we also have a great ceremony. Okay. Yeah. This is a very special occasion for a great photo session as well. So, our next grantees, Assistant Professor Dr. Kanika Kanthasuk from the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Science. Next, we have Dr. จิรศิลป์ ขุนทองแก้ว from the Faculty of Science. Next, Dr. ปรีชา กิติคุณธรรม from the Faculty of Science. Thank you. Next, okay, we have Dr. Patrapi Kangsadan, people from the Faculty of Science as well. Congratulations. Next, Dr. Wuttichai Riantipayasakun from the Faculty of Science. Wonderful. Thank you. Congratulations. Next, we have Assistant Professor Dr. Chayut Ngam Khanong from the Faculty of Engineering. Congratulations. Following by Assistant Professor Dr. Prut Praset Suk from the Faculty of Engineering. Congratulations. Next we have Dr. Hyunju Jang from the Faculty of Architecture. Congratulations. Next on the list, we have Dr. Parishat Thammarati from the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. Congratulations. Following by Dr. Abdul Hadi Yako from the Institute of Biotechnology and Genetic Engineering. Congratulations. And finally, last but not least, we have Dr. Nipapan Rusha from Metallurgy and Material Science Research Institute. Thank you and congratulations to all of the awardees and grantees. Before moving on to the keynote lecture, we will have a group photo session. May I kindly everyone to gather on the stage in front. We'll need to gather in front and also on the stage to make sure that we have the space enough for everyone. For the first set, we will have the grantees with our esteemed guests. Okay, so this group photo session will be a very remarkable and a very grand one. We will do a group photo session, and may I invite everyone to join us in the photo? All right. And as mentioned, we would like to invite everyone to join in the photo. So at the very first, we would like to invite all the special guests, all our distinguished guests from the Asahi Glass Foundation to join our executives on the stage. and also our deans from our faculties to also join us on the stage as well. This will be a very memorable moment for all of us here. All right, that concludes our photo session. Thank you so much for joining us on the stage and also in the photo. Thank you so much, and congratulations once again to all the grantees. And now, as we're settling down, we're getting taking seats. We would also get ready for the next session. Before we proceed, okay. So now we will proceed to the keynote lecture titled "The Future of Research: How AI Will Make Us Smarter Without Making Us Lazy." Getting ready for the session. Please join me in welcoming Associate Professor Dr. โปรดปราน บุญยพุกณะ from the Department of Computer Engineering, Faculty of Engineering.
And also, I think we all face it. When our students have to write paper in English before we have the AI, is that we have to correct their weeks before we can complete it. So it use your time more effectively and more efficiently as well. Also, of like massive set of data instead of going through the data yourself and analyzing it one by one, you could reduce your time a lot more. Now, from that, let me start with this. I'm not sure if you have heard of, actually I should say that I'm pretty sure that you have heard of ChatGPT. How many of you have used it? How many of you have used ChatGPT? What about the next one? I'm talking about Claude. Have you heard about Claude? Claude is very good with Thai language in particular, right? Have you tried it and compare it? Yeah, I think so. So if you have not, then I would invite you to try Claude and ask Professor, can I have your name? Professor Wutichai can help you with that Claude, right? All right. What about Gemini? Gemini, yes. Ajahn Pani has used Gemini before. And actually, let me tell you that Jula, if you use Jula account, you can go to Gemini and sign it with your jula.ac.th. You can use Gemini there as well. What about Perplexity? Anyone? Oh, okay, you have. You are good. I think you are exploring every ChatGPT, every AI there is, right? What about the last one here that I have, Microsoft Copilot? Oh, you have. Good. All right. Many of you mention all of this because they are commercial generative AI that we have seen, but they all work the same way. So for those of you who are not familiar with how the generative AI works, they actually work pretty much the same way, same foundation, but they come with different features. So just to introduce to those of you who are not familiar with it, what ChatGPT or other generative AI works is that it takes in, for example, if you can see on the slide, it takes in you perhaps have like sentences, but what it does is that it breaks it down into tokens. Each token does not mean that it is each letter or each word, but it could be separated into many tokens from one word. For example, I have here, this car is faster. So you can see here that this is one token, car is another, is another, but then faster is broken into two tokens. So the model takes the tokens into account and convert them into sequence of numbers. We call them embeddings. So for embeddings there, it would try to preserve the meaning of the text in numerical form. If you can see it on the right, how do I work this? Okay, sorry, on that. Okay, on the right. What it does is that it tries to preserve the meaning. For example here, slow and fast. You probably see the second term being 3.5 and minus 2.3. It means that it is far away from each other. So that means that the meaning of this particular token are far from each other. So then it tries to preserve the meaning is what I'm trying to say. So basically what it does is that every generative AI, particularly on the LLM, like large language model, it tries to predict the next token or the next word, and that's it. However, if it is learning from very large model, it will make it become even more smarter. But then, I think the most important thing that you need to be aware of is that it will make mistake because it predicts the next word based on what it knows. So probably it doesn't have enough information and knowledge to generate the right word with the right context. So, from this talk today, if you can't remember anything that I'm saying, then just remember that the generative AI predicts the next word and it makes mistake. That's the core idea that I want to express. Now, I'm not finished. So sorry. All right. So I don't touch this, right? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. So, actually, can you go back? Because yes, and then you can play because it should come up one by one. Can you play it? It's not good. But anyway, I'll live with it. I'll try to present like each of the items one at a time, but that's okay. Well, if we go through the research process, let me tell you what you have in your hand to help you with research process from the beginning to the end. So if we start from identifying broad research area, what can help you with is Google Trends and connected papers. Is any one of you have tried these two? Have you? The connected papers. All right. Paper. Read the to the other. So they deal with the student when they started doing this. Usually we ask students to read review papers, but now if you go to connected papers, it doesn't stop you with the first paper, but it would connect you with the next as well. Google Trends would tell you like if you are on the right track with whatever you choose to do with your research area. So that would help a great deal as well. Now, on the next one, I really like this tool. When you already have identified your or you are about to do so, another thing that you could help you is called Semantic Scholar. I think if you have the computer in front of you or you have your phone in front of you, you can follow me there, but also listen to me as well. All right. Semantic Scholar, perhaps haven't used it, Semantic Scholar? Well, you will stop using Google Scholar from now. We do use Google Scholar, right? So what it does is that it's just like Google search. You give it the keyword and then it try to find the paper connected to it. But then what Semantic Scholar does is that then once you on their AI paper. So it saves you a great deal. Google Scholar. I don't have anything to do with Google Scholar anyway, and I don't own Semantic Scholar, so I'm just a user. So. Now, the next one is, of course, the when you formulate your research question, if you have friends to do a brainstorming process, it would help you a great deal. So ChatGPT would be a good a good tool. I think you have already used it. But one of the things that I would invite you to try is that once you have ChatGPT help you with brainstorming, one of the tricks is to create several agents. And each of the agents could talk to each other. So once you brainstorm the ideas, you can have like different of these agents discuss and then throw away the idea that doesn't work. So it's really how you use it and utilize it to the best that it could, right? The next one, during your data collection, I would invite you to try Google Form. I think this is very basic, but another tool that could help you with the analysis is called, or with the data collection is called Qualtrics and also Scrapy. Of course, the name, as its name implies, it scrapes the data for you. And during the analysis, you could use like IBM Watson or Cloud Machine Learning, Cloud Auto ML. Finally, when you publish your work, you can use a lot of tools here, like Quillbot, and actually long grn subscribes Quillbot for you. So if you are fast enough to submit your request, then you'll get to use the Quillbot, the professional version, right? Otherwise, you can still use the free version. Also, Overleaf or Claude, Gemini, or Zotero, of course, is your tool at hand that you can use when you are writing your research work. Basic, right? But, yep, thank you. Just recently, I'm not sure from the fact that you tip, he just tried the ChatGPT O. It does is that he has like a very, very difficult research that he has been struggling with for a few years. He's trying to find a connection between two mathematical concepts, but papers who talk about those concepts, not very much, but very deep problem. So what that he just received a paper from his coworker that it is existing. Now, so he asked this ChatGPT. Oh, it gave him in 20 seconds. And it was correct. He has already verified it. So it helps, saves like 2 years of research work in order to find those papers that he could not find beforehand. Try that with your work. Maybe you can find something there. But this O1 is actually the new model that does the reasoning. So it's expensive for you to use because it takes ask. And just this morning, one of my other colleagues from July from the Faculty of Law just book that he wants to read. He likes to read a very like academic book into what is called Notebook LM by Google Research. And what it does, creates like 2 people discussing this in a podcast style. So you are actually listening to that particular book, not only like reading it, but you have 2 people discussing it. Amazing, right? But you know, that's not the end. If you are so overwhelmed with what I already talked about, like we have so many tools to talk about and to use, and you are so tired with research process and this think of anything to do next, then you can use AI to create a song, and I did one for you. Click on class. Click play เลย เดี๋ยว หนูตื่นเต้นใช่ไหม คลิกตรงปุ่ม play ค่ะ อันนี้หนูเป็น PDF เหรอ เพจจาก PDF หรือนี่เลยจากอะไร
Push the button, find the light in the day and night. Learn to wonder, see the codes. AI world, it just unfolds. Led by logic, not by chance. In this future we advance. Diving deep and understand. Tools at hand, our minds expand. Research with a purpose strong. Ethics guide us all along. We can shape the world we see with AI tools responsibly.
But amazing. Really. And yours. This song is for you. Now let's turn to another thing. We researchers used to joke about AI that if AI paper for us. I'm showing you what is called by Sakana AI, a company in Japan. But Sakana with a LM and everything to see if AI can conduct research without human. Does here? It starts with using LLM to gather the idea, and the LLM would try to storm among each other, and it by checking semantic scholar that I just mentioned to see if the ideas are valid and if they're there. So it actually takes into a lot of paper, everything in the world to see. And once the gaps are identified, they try to see if anyone has solved it to what to where it leads, right? Now, so once they check it and make sure that the idea is novel, what it does is it conducts experiment. So Sakana AI starts doing this for paper on machine learning. The experiments were there, and then the AI actually writes code and performs the coding and running the program. The experiment has the iterative until the work is done. And for each of the iteration that it trains the system, like diagrams or figures that is associated with that particular iteration. And then when it comes to final iteration, what it does is it writes the manuscript, right? But the beauty or the scary that it actually wrote the script, that is the easy part, right? But what is the additional things coming next is that it also creates reviewers. So they have like target conferences that they want to send the papers to, not human though, the AI. So it would depict the format where that conference and format the paper. Once the words come in, also another AI. Learn from the previous scores, then paper accordingly. Finally, if the paper has good score and that could be accepted, then they submit the paper. So they create a paper, for example, those that I show you there, and paper. This thing doesn't work anymore, so it works enough. So what happened is that on the average, the papers are at the weekly accept or weekly reject. So it's pretty good. And the ideas are quite novel. Most of all, each paper is about $15. And we don't need to be too excited about that because there are facts and some concerns that we have to be aware of. First of all, the issues that we should be aware of is implementation errors. Because the papers that Sakana AI is doing with the AI scientists is that it gave them the machine learning things, right? So maybe the data may not be enough. For example, AI could misinterpret and incorrectly implement complex ideas, which is hard to catch by human. Also, there are some data bias because you let the AI generate the data. Insufficient because of the limitation of how the experiments are run. And also there can be some critical errors when they are writing the papers. To this, I think what I need to say is that as us always be okay. Once you have the results from AI, you need to verify each and every step because it could lead to a very serious harm if you don't, okay? All right, so I touch upon that reviewer overload. It means that papers generated by AI and you all verified it. It means that you finish your research very quickly, right? On the journal. Then the reviewers would have overwhelming loads of data, loads of papers in front of them, and it could reduce the quality of papers. Or if the reviewers are lazy and use AI to review the paper, that is even scarier, right? Also, who is the author? Who is the research work? So the question of authorship and credit, where does it go to? Because you are using AI. So that we have to think about. All right. One is integrity issue. I mentioned here is that preventing AI from fabricating data or results, meaning that if you ask AI to create the data, then you never know that the input is correct. And that is the most important part input is incorrect from the very beginning, nothing else matters, right? And finally, the unintended harm could be happening because AI is suggesting a new viruses or malwares. It could potentially in the world. In that, we were in the human research, meaning that it's all human done, like from collecting the data to analysis to writing the paper, submitting the paper, and be so tired of the whole process. AI and researchers, when I'm talking about the research, AI assisted human, it's like you have your research and have AI check your grammars or things. Now, this Sakana, the AI scientist, I would view it as human-assisted AI research, meaning AI does most of the work when human does very little by being a very... In the future, probably see what would happen could be fully automated AI research. I'm not sure. Whoops. All right. So how would this research ethics evolve in the AI era? Very I think they like me. Sorry. Okay. Well, you know, because of what I just said, like AI have been working on the papers for you. So most of the works may be done by the AI, right? What could be different with ethical issues? So basically, we have to trust the researchers who are working on them. Trust that they are there, whether or not they use AI. This is very important. If you know that this work has been think that researcher or it, then it could be helpful for the next generation who is working on the next set of it wants me to nothing like me now ขอบคุณค่ะอันนี้ปลูกหน้าหรือยังเนี่ย Okay. Now, all right. However, I just want to touch upon this a little bit. See, it doesn't like me. Maybe I'm too close to the chairman. Oh no. Okay, at Lā Lōng Kōrn University, we have gathered 20 AI engineers, not only engineers though, for professors who are interested in AI. We come together and form a team called Jula AI, and these are the faces of the professors who are the core team at the moment. And what we are trying to do have comprised of 5 areas. One is AI education and assessment. Our goal is to close the gap or try to minimize the gap of those literates and illiterates. We are worried about people in Thailand, of those who don't know and didn't use it right or believe that generative AI is God or something like that, and they could go, oh, that could be very, very bad. Another thing that Jula likes to do is to work on assessment. Okay, work on assessment. I'll keep speaking. I think you can hear me on assessment, because I believe that this era, a lot of people are learning from online courses, right? But we don't know who actually takes those courses. So we really have to assess to find their capability before giving the right credits. I think I'd rather talk without.
อ๋อถ้าไม่มีไมค์เครื่องที่อาจจะไม่ได้ยินเลยค่ะโอเคagain ค่ะ
All right. The next one is the AI solutions. Actually, I have to tell you this. The president, tasked me with the responsibility to define what AI university education as, so we can offer the courses to anyone in July to use it, to use AI. So in teaching AI and using an automatic meeting minutes of the meeting. That is only the example. And also, in order to be there or to do that, we have to have foundation and infrastructure set correctly and to serve the university and also elsewhere. Actually, the goal of whole team here is to solve the educational, how do I say, to elevate the education capabilities in Thailand to the next step using AI. On the right of the slide is what called AI industry impact. This team has always done the AI that has impact to people's lives for a long time. Perhaps you have heard one of our professors this morning. And for example, in healthcare and mental health in particular. So that one is what we are really proud of. And this team would also take care of the business outreach and more. And finally, and in the middle is AI governance, where we take care of all the and with that, I really want to say for Asahi Glass for granting our grantees wonderful opportunities and scholarship as well as the grants to make research goes to the next level. You are our host, right? And before I end this, you remember what Fei Li said? Now, it's me. I said that AI won't replace researchers, but researchers using AI will redefine discovery ethically. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. โปรดปราน for a very insightful and forward-thinking lecture. I think it has given us a better understanding into AI, not just what it is, but also in how to use it properly and to make sure it benefits us as researchers as well. So I think this is a very important topic we need to discuss, especially in CUAF seminar. It's very on theme and I think it is important. So thank you so much. And now, that concludes our program for today. So before we wrap up everything else, we also have a small closing speech from Associate Professor Dr. Pani Shivin Siriwat. So I would hand over the mic to her. Kindly welcome.
Thank you so much. It has been our honored and our pleased and also pleasure as well to have the kindness from the Asahi Glass Foundation that have been given to us for quite a long time, and I hope that it will still ongoing in the future as well. And you are very welcome to Chulalongkorn University every year. Yeah, I hope. And yeah, it's quite a long journey, right? Maybe like from yesterday, dinner, networking dinner, until today presentation, and then the congratulations to the grantees for this very wonderful scholarship. On behalf of Chulalongkorn University, I would like to say again that we would like to thank you the Asahi Glass Foundation very, very much for your generous and your kindness and your very good intention for our researchers at Chulalongkorn University. And would like to thank you to Ajahn Prod Pran as well for a wonderful presentation about AI. Yeah. So I think it's time to say goodbye for now, but not for all, for the long, for the future. So I hope to see you all next year. Thank you so much and hope you have a safe journey back home. Thank you very much.